San Francisco is always going to play a really important role in the story of our organization.
Will Ameen make it in time?
Our flight is at 3 o'clock. That means you're supposed to be at the airport at 2 o'clock, but it's already 2 o'clock. So I asked Hassan, I said, Hassan, what do you think I should do? And Hassan said, any means necessary.
It's supposed to be coming very shortly. That's not Ameen.
So I prayed, alhamdulillah, I hope everything inshallah works out just fine.
Ameen, where are you? He made it.
We'll put us a link.
That's your burning rubber? Should I take this one?
So what just happened to me?
Well, everyone on our team has different jobs. Jake, he's doing the cameras. I do the speeches. Hassan is supposed to weigh the bags.
Our bags are all a pound and a half overweight, which doesn't make any sense because they're bagged the same way, but what can you do? Jake has a board book bundle strapped to his. We had to lighten the load.
No, it really isn't. Dude, they just called my name.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Every year we put together a list of where do we have the most fans.
Raise your hand if you're a fan of Noor Kids.
And towards the top of the list is San Francisco. And because of that, every year we try to come back. Not just because it's fun, but because we get a chance to meet all of our friends. I've done a lot of trips, but when we travel, we don't just like to do one program or two. I think about it as an orange that's big and juicy, and I want to squeeze every last drop. And that's exactly what we did. On Friday morning when we arrived, we first went to a place called Rise Academy. At Rise Academy, we did 2 workshops, and there we had the opportunity to meet so many beautiful little kids who loved Noor Kids. After that, we went to MCA. Here's the thing about MCA. MCA is one of the largest masjids, not just in the Bay Area, but in all of the United States of America. I remember going to this masjid nearly 10 years ago in one of the side little rooms, giving a little presentation, and I always hoped that one day I would be able to go in the Khadija Hall. The Khadija Hall is like the banquet hall where they have like huge speakers who come. On Friday night, we sold it out. 500 people who came. Allahu Akbar, it was amazing. We first did a program for kids that I think kids really loved. And then after that, we did a discussion for parents. That was all on the first day.
It's not actually what school they go to. It's not how much money we have. The single most important variable that impacts our kids' understanding of who they are is the quality of the relationship they have with their parents before the age of 9. The second most important thing is subscribing to Noor Kids. I'm joking.
As Muslims, we have like a pretty cool culture, actually like a really special culture. And one of those things is helping travelers feel loved.
I didn't think we were gonna be at the zoo. For a second.
So Dr. Sara is, alhamdulillah, who is hosting us this weekend, Pleasanton Family Dentist. We feel really blessed. Support her, support their efforts. On Saturday, we pushed the bar even further. In the morning, on Saturday morning, we went to a masjid that we had never gone to called Walnut Creek. Walnut Creek is about an hour north of the MCA. In Northern California, you start to see mountains and hills, and you can even taste the moisture in the air, which is so gorgeous. And when we went to this masjid, I immediately was certain that there would be barakah in it. Because when you're in these spaces that are small and ornate and beautiful, they're filled with character. And alhamdulillah, we had over 100 families who came. We filled up the entire musalla. We first did a program on prayer, and alhamdulillah, it brought smiles to kids' faces, and I think it planted the seed for love for prayer among these kids. But then we did a second program. It's called The Superheroes That Changed My Life. The reality is a lot of times you guys just see me on video, but you don't know what's going on in Brother Ameen's life. And I'm going through my own set of challenges right now, and my wife and I were expecting a baby, and we're hoping for the best, inshallah. So as we did that program, it was an opportunity to remind myself about prayer, patience, and how to persevere. And we were able to make a really amazing dua for everyone who was there and for everyone who's in need.
We didn't have any plans of what we were going to do after. We were just going to rest up, normal. Then a plan was put together for us to go to Ustad Mahdi Ameen's house.
This was my first time to meet him in real life, my first time to actually give him a hug. You guys probably all know Ustad Mahdi Ameen. He's been on our program a number of times. Not only is he beautiful, not only is his smile awesome, not only is his recitation awesome, but his hospitality at his house, out of this world. I not only got a chance to meet him, but I got the chance to meet his amazing mom and his beautiful family and eat amazing food. Allahu Akbar, I can't even explain to you guys, it would blow your mind.
Brother Muiz just came back from Umrah, and he brought back Zamzam water for all three of us. Which is crazy because all three of us weren't even set to be on this trip, but alhamdulillah, there's barakah.
I felt like I gained a new brother, someone who cares about Islamic education in a way that I am humbled by, and kind of a mentor or a big brother, someone who I could go to advice to.
Such a feast. And it was so delicious. And we just got to sit and talk for like 2 hours and gain some wisdom, not only from Ustad Mahdi Ameen, but also his mother-in-law.
But we had to zip out. We weren't even able to finish dessert because we had to go back to the MCA, and we were going to do 2 more programs. And we decided to also, again, last minute, we decided to make a talent show, and it was epic.
Who here thinks that they are the most talented kid in the Bay Area?
Our programs were phenomenal, and again, on the second night at Khadija Hall, I thought to myself, gosh, we were there the night before. There probably won't be as many people there on the second night. It got sold out again. The whole place was filled. It was insane. My favorite part of these programs is once I'm done with the program, there's kids who line up, they bring their books. Some of them are people who I met like years prior. It's really, really special and really, really remarkable.
Afterwards, when we were heading back, we were literally pulling up to the house that we're staying at. And Ameen's like, you know what? We're going to Berkeley. That's where he started Noor Kids. And so we took a 35-minute drive north, went all the way up, and it was like a slightly foggy, misty night. Beautiful. The view was just beautiful.
MashaAllah, man. MashaAllah. I wanted to go to sleep that night and wake up 3 days later, but I couldn't. On Sunday morning, we had a lot going on. I had a class that I teach through Ilm Spring called Raising Giants, and it was our last session, and we had Sheikh Omar Suleiman who joined us. Not only that, we decided that we would do a fundraiser for Noor Kids, the first ever like in-person fundraiser with some of our fans to just say, hey, look, this is what we're working on. We need your support. I want to try to make sure we get at least 15 people to show up, inshallah.
It was a busy day, so getting some coffee to take back for Ameen and for ourselves.
I had to figure out what I was gonna say. I literally had to like create that presentation as well. So I did that on Sunday morning. And then we zoomed off to the MCA to do a teacher training. Training teachers is a huge deal because I think to myself, every time we plant the seed of love for God, that is something that is, alhamdulillah, sadqa jariyah for us. But if we can train other teachers, then every time they train other kids, it's good for us as well, right? It's sadqa jariyah for us. You know, alhamdulillah, I asked Allah for help, and it was awesome. It was phenomenal. Really, really, really great program. Alhamdulillah. And then the last piece, the fundraiser. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was extremely nervous. I've never been in front of an audience before for the purpose of trying to get help for Noor Kids in this way. And I was scared and I was nervous. And I said, Rabb ishrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. The dua that Prophet Musa does. And I reminded myself that, hey, I'm not doing this for myself, I'm doing it for Noor Kids, I'm doing it for our mission. And alhamdulillah, the advice that we got, the feedback that we got, the support that we got, it makes it clear to me that the future of Noor Kids is bright. Our goal is to take Noor Kids across the world. And inshallah, with your help, we'll get there.
Dude, face this way and
Was
do
that a
it.
video? Dude, that's an outtake, dude. That's an outtake. Dude, my back hurts. I'm too old for this. If you enjoyed that video, I invite you to join us in the Muslim Treehouse. Twice a week, we do live programs with thousands of Muslim kids from all across the world. And the best part, you can pay whatever you want to join. Go to noorkids.com/treehouse and join us.